The number one product you should be using in your nighttime skincare routine is a retinoid. Retinoids are a derivative of vitamin A that has been scientifically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles in the skin by increasing collagen production. How can you incorporate retinoids in your skincare routine? Stay tuned. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Linnell and I am a doctor, a wife, a mom, basically a busy woman who wants to take care of her skin with minimal effort but maximum gain. I recently turned 30 and before then skincare was nowhere on my radar. I didn't have the time, the money, the effort. I was not into it. But I don't know, on my 30th birthday, something just snapped and I just felt this urgent need to take care of my skin now that I was in my 30s. But with everything on my plate, I needed something that was fast, affordable, but effective. I didn't want any of the products that was all of the hype, but none of the results. I began to look into products that were scientifically proven to be effective on producing effects on the skin. With all of the research that I did, I came up with a simple solution of using 3 products at night. I use a cleanser, a retinoid, as well as a moisturizer. That's it. 3 products, very simple, very easy, but very effective. Okay, so let's get into it. My nighttime skincare routine consists of 3 basic steps. Yes, you heard right, 3 basic simple steps that have been proven to be very effective. I want nothing that is excessive, nothing that's over the top, nothing that's all of the hype but none of the drama. The very first thing that you want to do is cleanse your skin. Now, everybody has a different type of skin. Your skin can be dry, oily, or a combination, but there are lots of YouTube videos and articles online that you can use to determine what type of skin type you have. Based on that information, then you find a cleanser that is suitable for your skin type. It's been a long day, you've been at work, you've been outside, your face has been exposed to the sun, to bacteria, dirt, germs, you name it. You need to get it all off, especially if you wear makeup. So the very first thing that you should be doing is removing all of makeup from your skin. I know a lot of times it can be very tempting to fall asleep with your makeup on, but if you are into skincare, then you know one of the number 1 rules is to never sleep with your makeup on. So at night, one of the first things that you want to do is remove all makeup. There are various ways to remove makeup. One of my favorites is using a natural oil such as coconut oil. I usually apply the coconut oil directly to my face with the makeup and I soak it all in and then remove it with a very warm rag. Sometimes I also use makeup removing wipes, which I find a combination of the 2 is what usually works best for me. After you've removed your makeup, note well that removing your makeup does not qualify as cleansing your skin. After you've removed your makeup, then you cleanse your skin. So some people use a double cleansing method, which I'm not going to get into today. Whatever it is that you decide to use, it's very important that you cleanse your skin. I use CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser, which I have found to be very affordable, very effective, works well for me, has very good reviews, so maybe you could look into that product for you. After your face has been cleansed and dried, next you're going to want to follow it up with a retinoid. Retinoid comes in varying strengths. Retinol is over the counter, it does not need a prescription, and it's the least potent, whereas something such as Retinoid is the most potent but requires a prescription from a doctor or a dermatologist. Although retinoids have truly been scientifically proven to reduce aging in the skin, they are, however, can be very irritable to the skin. So most persons, when they're introduced to retinoids for the very first time, are advised to start with low potent retinoids before building up to stronger ones. Usually it's advisable to start applying the retinoid once to twice a week in a very thin layer, avoiding the skin around your eyes, and then you build up as your skin is more tolerable. I also recommend using sunscreen whenever you're using a retinoid, not at the same time retinoids are usually applied at nighttime, whereas sunscreen is usually applied during the day. However, the use of retinoid can make your skin a bit more sensitive to the light, which means that you need to protect it during the day and use a sunscreen. If you want more information about using sunscreen in your skincare routine, then check out my morning skincare routine, which will be linked in the description below. After you've applied your retinoid, the next step is extremely important. Why? Because retinoids can be a bit drying to the skin, so you need to apply a moisturizer to prevent that drying effect. I like to use Vanicream moisturizer. I find it's very thick and it applies a nice layer of moisture. I very seldom wake up with my skin dry, and I use it both during the day and at night. After you're done with your moisturizer, that's it. A very simple but effective skincare routine that you can incorporate into your day with very little effort. I recommend doing your skincare routine a little earlier on in the evening. In the past, when I just started, I tended to do it just before I went to bed. But what I realized was that if I did it just before I went to bed, then I would fall asleep, and that means all of my products would be rubbing off on my pillow. So instead, I do it right after I put the kids to bed and allow a couple of hours to pass and for the ingredients to, soak into your face before going to bed. Sometimes after I'm done with all of that, if I'm feeling in a little bit of a self-care kind of mood, I will apply rosehip oil to my face and use the gua sha, however you call it, to my face. I honestly don't know if that thing works, but it really does feel good to me, so I use it, not necessarily because it does anything, but because I like how it feels. And so it's just an extra step that I do when I'm in the mood. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I wanted to give you something very simple, very attainable, something that you could start doing today to aid in your skincare without having to buy a ton of products and have complicated things that are very difficult to remember. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're interested in more videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.